The Exodus is one of the most iconic stories in human history, a tale of liberation, faith, and a journey to a promised land. But for centuries, scholars, archaeologists, and theologians have debated the accuracy of this event. Did the Exodus truly happen as described in the Bible, or is it a mix of myth, history, and legend? Traditionally, the route of the Exodus places the Israelites traveling from Egypt to Canaan, passing through what is now modern-day Israel and surrounding regions. But despite exhaustive efforts, there has been little conclusive evidence to pinpoint the exact locations of many key events. Some even suggest that the Exodus might not have happened at all. Today, we are exploring an alternative theory, a theory that suggests the Israelites may have journeyed not to the Sinai Peninsula, but farther south, through Sub-Saharan Africa and into what is now Kenya. This idea presents an intriguing possibility but raises even more questions. Could there be more to the Exodus story than we previously thought? When the Israelites left Egypt, they are said to have traveled on the eastern side of the Nile, journeying towards the edge of the desert. Here, the Bible tells us that God instructed them to turn back, positioning themselves between Baal-Zephon and the sea, identified by some as Lake Nasser. Was this the location of the miraculous parting of the waters? Could the Red Sea be a mistranslation or misinterpretation of this body of water? After this crossing, according to this theory, the Israelites built a monument at Nabta Playa, a site known for its ancient astronomical alignments. Could this have been a memorial to their freedom or simply a coincidence? And was this also a burial site for their fallen? From here, the Israelites are said to have journeyed into the Mara mountain in Sudan, where the water was undrinkable until Moses performed a miracle, making it potable. Next, they traveled to Oinaga, identified by some as Elim, the site of the 70 palms and 12 wells. Could these locations truly align with the biblical narrative? And what about Mount Sinai, which is traditionally placed in the Sinai Peninsula? In this version of events, Mount Sinai could instead be Mount Tibesti in northern Chad. It was here, after crossing the desert, that Moses supposedly received the 10 Commandments. Continuing their journey, the Israelites encountered the Amalekites, an enemy described as nomadic. According to this theory, the Amalekites were not desert dwellers, but rather the inhabitants of Zaire, a region believed to be modern-day Congo. After defeating them, the Israelites ventured even farther south, passing through Cameroon and camping in what is now the Congo. As the Israelites sought to enter Canaan, they encountered more opposition, this time from the Edomites in Tanzania and the Moabites in Uganda, both of whom denied them passage. Ultimately, they found a route through the land of the Ammonites, leading them to northwestern Kenya. At Namor Tunga, the Israelites supposedly built another monument, similar to the one at Nabta Playa. Was this in celebration of a safe passage, or another memorial for their dead? Could these stone circles be remnants of an ancient, long-forgotten journey? Finally, we come to the last stop, Mount Nebo, which this theory places at Mount Elgon, on the border of Kenya and Uganda. It was here that Moses, according to the Bible, saw the promised land before his death, and when Joshua led the Israelites across the Jordan River into Canaan. This theory suggests that Jordan could have been the Nzoia River, and Canaan, well, it's Kenya. Could Gilgal, the first Israelite camp in Canaan, actually be Gilgal in Kenya? It's a fascinating theory, and while there are certainly geographic and linguistic coincidences that make this route intriguing, many questions remain unanswered. Is it possible that the Exodus, if it happened at all, took place not in the Middle East but in Africa? Or are we simply reinterpreting ancient texts through a modern lens? Only time and perhaps future discoveries will tell.